You got a
Um,
cold?
yeah,
Mm,
cold, a cough.
mm,
My head feels like
mm,
a rock or something.
mm.
My head is very heavy.
Ah, you got a
Yeah.
cold, and but it's not the cold there.
It's not that cold, to be honest. Yeah, it's about, I don't know,
Is it
17,
because
16, 17 degrees or something.
ah is
But a
that
lot of
mm,
people have it. It's just something going around. I don't know. I can
ah
hear other people coughing and stuff, and a couple of my friends have got it. So
I got it.
I don't know,
Mm,
but I've had it for a couple of days. It's not going away.
mm,
I took lots and lots of medicine,
mm.
but it's still here. So it's annoying me. It sucks. How about you? You okay?
Actually, I don't know. Like I'm not so sure if I got a cold or not, but I had lots of how can I say phlegm in the back of my throat.
Yeah,
So
phlegm.
yeah, phlegm. So I have really hard time. Like I
Yeah.
cough a lot. I cough a lot, and I have lots of phlegm in my throat, but
Yeah.
no fever, no runny nose. Yeah.
Maybe just a cough you've got.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm. But it's
Sucks, huh?
it's kind of sucks. Yeah.
So, what do you want to talk about today? Did you make
Mm.
some questions or anything?
Um, what do I want to talk about today?
Yeah.
Okay. What I want to talk about is what do I want to talk about? Okay,
Yeah.
the first question is like I want to leave my baby with my mother, and
Okay.
I want to leave my baby to my mother. What's the difference?
Well, we don't use two,
Mm, you guys don't use to.
right?
Mm. Oh, really? With.
Yeah. I'll leave her with my mother. Um.
Mm. I want to leave my baby with my mother for this week because I'm away on a
Yeah.
on a vacation to somewhere.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. That would be with, not two.
mm.
Yeah.
When I use to, it doesn't make any sense.
Um. There are a couple of times when we might say two. I'll
Mm.
leave her to my mother. Um. Yeah, there are a couple of times. It's quite rare though.
Mm.
Um,
In what situation?
like I'll leave it to my mother. I'll leave her to my mother to deal with, like to deal with her. It means I'm not going to be the one dealing with it.
Mm.
So
Mm.
I'll leave it to my mother. So it's usually like you're not going to be responsible. She's going to be responsible for something. Okay, but
Mm.
right. So like, but usually it's like something, not someone.
Ah.
Yeah, so
Ah.
I'll leave my laundry to my mother.
Ah.
But that doesn't mean like with my mother. It doesn't mean I'm going to bring my laundry to my mother or my mother's going to come to my house. It doesn't describe that. It just means that my mother will be the one responsible for it. My mother will be the one doing it. I'll leave it up to her. I'll leave my laundry to her. Yeah. So maybe if your child misbehaved or something, and your mother's going to deal with the problem, not you, or something, you might say, "I'm going to leave my baby to my mother, my child to my mother," but pretty uncommon, to be honest.
It's more about who's responsible for that.
Yeah, who's going to deal with it for whatever situation happened? Yeah.
Let's say there's a there's a there's a project there's a project I'm given from my company, and I don't I'm really poor at I'm really poor at doing this project. So I decided I decided to leave it to one of my coworkers.
Yeah, because you're not going to deal with it.
Yeah.
But you passed it on to them.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
In that
It's like
situation.
it's like, when you say leave it to me, it means
I'm gonna take care of it.
yeah, you don't have to worry about it. I'll be the one that does it. Yeah.
I'm responsible for it. I'm willing to take that responsible for.
Yeah, responsibility.
Yeah,
I'm willing to take that responsibility. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Get
got
it?
it. Yeah, got it. Got it. 이것뿐이지. And my next question is like.
Oh, you've gone quiet. I can't hear you so well.
Oh, really?
Okay, that's better.
Yeah. You go for a lot, like me.
Yeah, no, it's really can't sleep well either. So now I think I got like 4 hours sleep.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because my breathing is not like very easy. It's not easy to breathe.
Oh.
My nose is just blocked and stuff. So I keep waking up at night time.
Oh, terrible.
Yeah, it's really.
But you're here. You're here to make, take the responsibility to support your family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's life, I guess, right?
Yeah, that's life. Yeah.
So. What other questions have you got there?
Yeah. Another question for you is, what's the difference between these two? Like, oh shit. Oma leads to and cause. Okay. Let me give you some example sentences. Like being outside in this cold weather can cause you can cause can cause can cause lots of health problem like cold. And being outside in this cold weather leads to cold.
Leads to cold. Leads to catching a cold. Leads to cold. Leads to catching a cold. Okay.
Yeah.
Leads to health problems, right? Smoking cigarettes causes cancer. Smoking cigarettes leads to cancer. Yeah.
Yeah. Are they
Same.
interchangeable?
Yeah. In that. Yeah.
Uh,
In that
yeah.
context. Yeah.
Okay. Leads to cause. Yeah. This road leads to soul. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a different meaning though.
Yeah, yeah. It's not that.
Yeah. Lead me to. It leads to. That's where it goes. Yeah.
Um. Ah. Like How about this one? Like I'm glad. I'm happy. Like what's the difference in meaning between these two sentences? Like I'm glad you get better. I'm glad you're feeling better. And I'm happy you get better. I'm happy you feel better.
Well, in general, glad is a little bit less than happy.
Excuse me? Glad is a little bit less than happy?
Yeah.
The feeling you mean?
Yeah, like if I showed you two pictures of like the definition of happiness, happiness is kind of happy, like, yeah, happiness. But glad is just like it's just like maybe you smile, but you're not going to jump up and down and go hooray if you're just glad.
I get it. I get it. Okay. Um, no. Okay, I get that. How about this one? Get along with and bond with.
Bond with.
Yeah, and get along with. Like, I'm glad you get along with your parent. I'm I'm glad you get along with. I'm glad you get along with your boss. And
Glad you get along with your boss. Yeah.
I'm glad you bond with your boss. Are they interchangeable or?
No, it's not really the same thing in that sentence. I'm glad you have bonded with your boss.
I'm glad you
But it's
bond.
not exactly the same thing. Get along and bond is pretty different, really.
How?
Well, get along is we don't disagree. Our relationship is kind of pleasant, right?
No problem.
But bonding, yeah. But bonding is to be close to somebody.
The more stronger meaning.
Yeah, and usually when you're bonded or you bond to someone or you spend bonding time or nowadays at work they do these bonding things or whatever trips. It's like you've been through some experience or something together, some trouble or some problem solving thing or you've spent time doing some activities together or something and you've grown closer because of it.
In that situation, I can use bond with somebody.
Right. So just getting along, like I get along with my co-workers. I just say hi, hi, good morning, good morning. That's still getting along, right? I mean, like, yeah. But am I bond? Do we have a bond? Not really. No.
So okay, let me give you some good example
So it's
sentences.
actually quite hard to have a bond with your boss.
Ah.
A lot of bosses don't want to bond with employees, because it makes them too close to each other. So usually there has to be some separation between the boss and the workers, otherwise it becomes complicated, when you want to discipline someone and you say, hey, you did a bad job, it's much easier if you're not close friends, right? So most management and most bosses, they keep a kind of professional distance between them and the workers, right?
I know what you mean. Like Steve and I get along really well.
Yeah.
We have no problem with classes.
Yeah.
But I want to bond with Steve by going on a trip somewhere.
Yeah, right. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
But he refused to.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Too bad.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not exactly the same, right? So a lot of people now, they have family bonding. They call it family bonding, which is like not that common in the past because families spent a lot of time together anyway, but now they don't because the parents are working, the kids are playing on their phones or whatever all the time. So nowadays they have like a special, trip or time, family bonding time where they, do something, an activity together.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Like
Right?
example, like going on a trip somewhere as family bonding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which kids usually don't like.
Yeah.
Yeah. And oh, you have runny nose too, right?
Yeah. Everything.
Fever? You have fever?
I do a little, yeah. It's not too bad now though, but yeah.
And what's the next? Uh, uh, no, not yeah. Oh, it's gonna be my last question.
Okay.
Like turn to and count on. I needed somebody to turn to. I needed somebody to count on.
Yeah, it's not the same thing really. When you say I need someone to turn to, it just means that you can share your problems with them.
By talking to them?
Yeah. I mean, I suppose I need someone to turn to. Yeah, I need someone to turn to. But if you say to turn to for help, then it might mean a physical action as well. It could mean a physical action as well. And what was the other one?
Count on.
Count on. Count on just means I can rely on them.
Like
It doesn't say whether that is an action or just. But it usually just means yeah, when when we say, you know, can I count on you? It means you're not going to let me down, right? But it doesn't describe how.
Ah.
Yeah. Don't worry, you can count on me. It means I'm not going to let you down. I will do what needs to be done. But don't worry, you can, or if I don't worry, you can turn to me. It means you can ask my advice, or just say, you know, or just vent, you know, or cry or whatever, and I'm gonna like emotionally or give you advice or whatever.
Rely on and turn to just share your emotion with somebody.
Really, yeah.
Just want to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
When I say I need someone to turn to, I don't give a no. I don't care about I don't expect like advice from them.
Turn to.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, it is. It can be advice, or
just talking.
yeah. But we do use it as commonly. We do use it as turn to him for advice. I turn to him for advice. It's a common phrase.
Then between them, like the biggest difference is rely on or not.
Yeah, right. Count on you means can I trust you to like come through? You're not gonna like suddenly go, you know, when I say okay, I need your help now. You're not gonna suddenly go like, oh sorry, I'm going to visit my granddad this weekend. I can't, you know, I
Okay.
can't come and help you or whatever, right?
Okay. Okay. I'm done. Yeah.
Okay. I guess we're finished for today.
Yeah. Right. I really hope you're
And then I'll
getting
see you
better.
next time when I
Okay.
recovered, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Alright, thanks very much. Kamsahamnida.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Have a great day, bye.
Yeah. Get better soon. Yeah.
You too.
Yeah.